Hey, S fam.
Welcome back. This is Brittany.
This is Dialissa.
And this is
Sisters from Another Mr. Podcast. All right, now, what are we bringing to the people today?
Well, we're talking about arguments.
Arguments.
Between you and significant other.
Yeah. Debates. Debacles.
Debacles.
Slap that nigga upside his head.
That's a good one. A debacle. Wow. I heard that in a long time. Yeah, but because sometimes I feel like everybody has arguments too. So it's something that everybody just has to deal with it. That's just the way it works.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, we're specifically talking about disagreements and arguments, debates with our significant other. But I mean, I feel like that's just a thing that you do with everybody.
Yeah, that's true. You have arguments with everybody in your life.
It's just extremely different when I think it's your partner.
Yeah, especially if y'all live together.
You have to sleep with this big
that's what I'm about to say.
Big-headed man.
If you have an argument and then you just like, all right, well, bye. It's like a little different than it's like, oh, now we got to get in this bed together.
How do you feel about... see, my theory is that I don't like to go to bed mad. But although that is something I don't like to do, I feel like we've done it. It's just, listen, we're human, you know?
Yeah.
Kim is an Aries. For all who know Aries, that's the ram. They are this hard-headed. Oh, Lord have mercy. So, yeah, definitely go to bed mad sometimes.
I'm not good at going to bed mad. I'm like how you said, I don't like to go to bed mad. Mm-hmm. So I'm that type of person that I will pop up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, yo, I got to say something. And then that's it.
Right.
I just can't. I just cannot. I'll be thinking about it all night long. I'm just not good at that. It would be racing through my mind.
Do you feel like you can't get a proper night's rest even?
Yeah, that too. But I'm just going to be up waiting anyway till as soon as the sun rises to be ready to say what I got to say anyway.
Right.
So at that point, I might as well just say it now, and then everybody can go to sleep peacefully. I'm just not good at like letting it go. I have a hard time letting things go. Especially if I feel like I'm right.
So, okay.
I just feel like, no, you're going to wake up for this. James' aunt said one time, she was like, men be sleeping and women be awake thinking. And I knew exactly what she meant.
It's the truth.
Like,
you will be up. You might even walk to your kitchen, fill up that pot, boil the water, and stand over them thinking about whether or be like that one meme where she gets that frying pan and she busts his ass in the head and then he get up and she just rubbing it. I just need to get that out. I just need to get that out. So we're just going to make that seem like, sometimes it be like that.
And I mean, that's a real thing, though, because maybe it's sleep, I think. I mean, at least it looks like it. Maybe good. All right, we'll deal with that another day. Or that's so 2 hours ago. Like, what? No. This is right now. I can't.
I bet they feel like we do the same thing, though. I feel like I do that to Kim sometimes.
You just say, like, oh, well.
Nigga, get over yourself.
Oh, yeah, I do that. That's what I'm saying. It's like when I feel like, no, I have to make this point. Because I know I got this one in the bag. I know I'm not crazy. Or if anything, maybe, I don't know, I'm not crazy, but I know you tripping. I don't know how I look, but I know you tripping. And I need you to look in the mirror and say, yeah, I'm tripping.
Oh, my God.
I'm not good at that. So, yeah, I'm definitely not one to just be like, oh, well, no.
So we treat arguments like it's a competition.
No, because I don't like to do that either. I am by nature competitive.
Yeah.
But I've learned being married, that's not right.
That's not the way.
That's not the way. I had to learn that, though, because I always felt like saying the last word.
Yeah, oh my God.
or like getting my point across, but I had to learn that's not really the way it is.
You don't even win that way. That's not winning. That is not winning. You just, in your mind, in the midst of the fucking argument, you're like, all right, I guess I'm going to be the bigger person.
Yeah.
You know what? If I shut up, he'll shut up, and we'll just all shut up. I'll, just swing my leg across his. And that'll be that. We're going to just move on.
Yeah. Shh. Just one of those. Quick, come.
Oh, man, but I don't want nobody to do that to me.
No, what?
Don't quick, come me.
Disrespecting me. No, but you know what I mean. It's like, just get over it. Or not just get over it, but you want to move on from it. But it's just not right. I had to learn that, though, because I am just, like, very competitive. I'm just like that with everything.
Kim thinks that I always think that I'm just right, and I don't like to admit when I'm wrong.
Do you feel like you're like that, though? Be honest.
I don't think that. I feel like I'm a big girl. And I put my big girl drawers on most times. So if I'm fighting a good fight, it's because I feel that in my soul. I'm not one who really like, if I'm wrong, I'm like a wounded dog, licking my paws. At least I feel like that. How do you feel? You know me.
I think initially you tend to be like Keem thinks you are. Because at first, Dialissa is not hearing anything. And then I'll say sometimes you'll be, maybe the next day even, or maybe just a little bit later, you'll be like, so I realize I need to calm down. And I don't know if, and it doesn't seem like, or at least in the times that I'm thinking of, it doesn't seem like, oh, you talked to Keem in that time. I think you just had a moment to cool off.
Right.
And I think that maybe happens with a lot of people. Like initially you just feel like, and then you like, oh, wait.
Well, you're in the melee, it's too much.
Yeah. And I think that's what happens with you. You just like melee, boom. And then you, for the most part, I don't think you're that type. I think you're the type to say, my bad.
And you know what it is too? I feel like me and Keem have disagreements where there really is no right or wrong person sometimes. It's really like, oh, you got that viewpoint and I have my viewpoint.
That's it.
And my biggest thing is, oh, well, I guess we agree to disagree. Like when I just feel like, I live with Keem now. So I don't have much fight in me sometimes at this point. I don't know if that's what it is when you live with somebody or you're dealing with somebody for so long, especially living, I don't care. Because you could be married or not married and that person could be way over there. Like it's a whole different scenario when you're living together. And you have to be, it's like, this man, he is fucking up my vibes and my aura, my energy in this place.
You got my chakras all misaligned.
Okay, my God.
I can't with you right now.
Okay, so just whatever. And my last thing, every time it's like that, I think we just agree to disagree. That's it.
But do you say it like that?
Absolutely.
I ain't gonna lie, that sounds kind of like a little bit combative still. Like
whatever.
I agree to disagree. Like,
I mean, what can you fight about then? Like, okay, recently our biggest thing has been the upkeep of the house, but more so, the even more than that, it has been like the mail.
Okay.
The freaking mail. Simple shit like that.
Yeah.
The mail can pile up and pile up and pile up and pile up, right?
Uh-huh.
I have a little console table. I put the freaking, there's a little letter holder there.
Oh, yeah. You have a nice little entrance right there.
Oh, my God. Then the dining room table is right next to that. So I don't know how, but somehow the freaking letters always end up on the damn table. So when you're eating, even when you're not eating, it's just, our house, I just feel like it's got X amount of space. So, everywhere, you're looking around, it's like you really, like it's a hiding spot,
Right.
Nigga, this table is just out here. So even if I'm not eating, it just doesn't look attractive. All this gunk and junk on the table. So, let's move it out the way. And he gets so mad at me because sometimes I'm just like, if this shit was important, it would have been moved, right? It ain't been moved. Or maybe I'm just used to a bunch of junk and gunk on my table and I just seem it looks like all the same.
Yeah.
And he would get mad at me. Our latest argument was that I threw away, I was attempting. I didn't even throw, it was in the trash. I don't know how it got there.
Oh,
But he opened the trash and it was there, and he was so upset. And initially, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, I didn't throw it away. I literally didn't think I threw it away.
Yeah.
I thought I had receipts, but maybe I got so frustrated and I picked it up with the intention of putting it on the console table where it belonged, and it just happened to end up in the trash with the receipts. However, it did not belong on the damn table.
Yeah, that's true.
And he would like say, "Oh, well, you get all this mail too, and it doesn't." Yeah, when I get a moment to throw it out because I'm not home, I'm never home.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're saying.
But you're
I just
always
don't
home.
like junk. I hate it.
Oh God,
or clutter. It's just an irritating thing.
And it's not just like irritating. I can't focus in a house that's so cluttered and just got all this extra. Like, if I could just be a minimalist, I think that would be okay. I know that would be a little bit hard for me because I like trinkets. But the thought of being a minimalist in the house is more my speed. Like, we don't have to have a bunch of things. It could just be pure, simple. Because, I mean, we got a bunch of shit you got to dust them anyway. So, like, minimal things, you know?
Yeah. I don't know. Those type of things, James knows that I like things neat. I'm a very organized person. I think he just doesn't like to hear my mouth. So, like, when we first moved in together, what? No, this is not going to work. You can't dump papers. You know, you got to move your shoes from front the door. You can't just drop your work bag. Like, I'm clumsy. I would trip over that thing every time. Every time I would trip, I would just stop and stare at him. Like, you see what just happened, right? You can't do that. You can't. Or, like, his laundry was kind of out of control. Like, his closet was out of control. I can't live my life like that. You're going to have to organize this.
I mean, that's just people in general. Like,
and but certain things now, I know that I can be excessive with certain things. So those things I know I can't put on other people. I've always been like that. I just know, like, okay, if I'm like this, then I just have to do it myself. And that's just my own problem. You know, like, if it's like, oh, I just have to dust every day or something. I don't know. That's not it. But whatever. I can't think of anything right now. But, like, stuff like that, I'll just do it myself. But things like general, just drop your bag. Who does that? Like, how you just come to the door?
Drop your drawers.
Just drop your bag. What do you
At
do?
least it's a bag. I can drop your drawers. Like,
Okay, see,
it's a whole
what
laundry
happened
basket
here?
right there.
What happened?
Like,
how did you?
What?
See, those are the type of things, and that's the type of stuff that James don't want in my mouth. So he just does it, and now we've been, living together, married for a little bit, and he don't do stuff like that. But James' thing is, like, he'll forget he said something. Be like, wait, why? Wait a minute. You going to Dialissa's house? Yeah, I told you that.
Oh my God.
No, you didn't.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
that Gemini be coming out, and I'm like, you're fucking psycho. I know I told you that.
King does that shit to me. We had girl, you bring up a good point.
That's probably the because I would say, because James, he will not be trying to make me crazy. And I have learned to not be so competitive. We kind of worked it out. But his lack of a memory is like, yo, you make me want to fight.
Oh, yeah. Because, I don't know, King will do that to me.
And blame it on you and say you never said it?
Me,
or
and,
never...
he is adamant. And I'm like, yo, I know play by play.
Yes!
How this conversation
Yo,
went.
I can be seeing the conversation in my mind.
One time I told King a family secret, rather. And I'm like, yo, I know I don't tell people that. I know I can count the amount of people. It's 2. 2 people. Maybe 3. But that's it.
Yeah.
I don't tell people that. It's,
And he said you didn't tell him.
And he was like, you'll never tell. It was something so simple. But he was just like, you never told me that. This is not affecting our lives really at all.
No.
But
it's always stuff like that too.
I was like, are you serious right now? And what do you do when you know you said it?
What I'll do is I'll start to see it in my mind. Like, it's almost like there's a film reel playing in my mind where I know I said it to you. I know the exact moment, like what it looked like. And I'll start to be like, yo, okay, listen. Remember we were sitting at the island and maybe it was a weekend because you was home in the middle of the day. So I'm going to say maybe it was a weekend. And I'll be trying to throw stuff out there. And then I'll say 95% of the time, James is like, oh, yeah. After we've done bickered back and forth for really nothing. Like you said, this is not important to our lives.
I still got
But I can't not let you just sit up here and think that I just didn't say that. Why wouldn't I tell you that? What?
And Belinda was like, why would I lie about telling you that I told
And
you
that's
that?
fair. That's very fair. I understand what you're saying, but I'm just telling you, you're not lying, but you just aren't remembering correctly. There's just a stupid misunderstanding, and it's gonna drive me crazy if we don't fix it.
Man, it is crazy. Me and him, and again, that was one of those times I was like, well, I guess we just agree to disagree. I don't know what to tell you. You are out your mind. And he always said, you had to have talked. You must have told Brittany that. I said, you I know for a fact.
That's James too. You said that to Dialissa. I was like, no, I know.
I absolutely did not. I know. Yeah, she knows.
Yeah.
But she bitch knew. Okay? You the only fool out the loop. You need to open your ears. Get you a Q-tip, sir.
Oh, that
God.
is so true. I'd be like, okay, I know she does know, so that's not going to help my point.
Girl, I was
But
burning up inside when that man, he be serious too. That man is so serious. Like, I know.
No, because I think it's like they feel like you're trying to tell a lie on me. And that's not that. It's just...
You're
You're just not remembering.
And that happens.
And it does happen. Because I have to bite the bullet and say, you know what? I don't really remember that. Sometimes that Jen be like, remember when I told you, I was going to some... I don't remember that. But who cares? Doesn't matter. Okay, have fun.
Yeah,
but it's just like, why can't you do that?
But do you notice that why do they seem to always have the problem when it comes to that? That whole, like, you didn't tell me that.
I don't know.
I don't care about that.
I don't care. If it's it be...
You're telling me now, right? You're telling me now?
It's always something that is insignificant. Always.
That's how the man, the
testosterone.
mind of, yes.
That's that testosterone. You need to calm that shit down, homie. Because I'm like, when it's me though, I'll be like, okay, I don't really remember that, but who cares? Anyway, so what's the point? Finish your story or whatever. Even if I'm talking to you or you're talking to me, it's like, I don't remember that. But anyway, so what was it?
Brittany, you did not tell me that.
No, we're not about
and there's been plenty of times.
And it's like, yo, we're going to have a whole side 20-minute back and forth about this. This is not even the crux of the statement. Tell me the real deal here. What are we getting at?
No, for real, because just even the other day, we were talking to Krista, and even Krista was like, oh, I didn't tell you about such and such. I thought I could.
Yeah. And she'll do that too.
Beat her over the head about it.
Yeah, because you know what she do? She'll tell you, and she'll tell me, and she'll forget who she told who. Listen.
Who cares?
That's not even the important part. Get to the root of the story.
Yes.
Man. Ah.
And if you didn't know, now you know.
Okay.
That's that song. If you don't know,
now you know. Like, it's not that serious, homie. We gotta learn to move on.
I feel like I'm not gonna. Maybe I'm biased when I say this, but when they pick an argument, it be worse for me. Most times I just be thinking like, this after so many things I've done, this is what you choose to be mad about. Damn, you basic. That's how I be feeling sometimes in my mind. He's just going wah, 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 and I'm just thinking, basic nigga. Nigga, you should have got me a long time ago. Maybe you know what it is? Part of me wants to, because this does happen as well. Like sometimes you let shit build up.
Maybe that's what he's doing.
Maybe you let shit build up, and you chose to pick the stupidest friggin' thing.
And then all of a sudden you pop, and then you're just like, you didn't tell me that.
You look like a lunatic.
No, for real, because just like 2 hours ago, you should have been mad. You had like real justification, just an hour ago, maybe. Why'd you
let that go? Let it go, son. Don't come and be nah.
I mean, I definitely know that with anybody, but especially like with James, you gotta pick your arguments.
Oh yeah,
everything is not important to argue about. And I would say, I don't want people thinking out they just arguing, deals and bringing argument for nothing. That's not even a real argument to me. Those aren't arguments, but it's just like that same like back and forth foolishness. Mm-hmm. That is like that's it. But I feel like when you really want to pick an argument, you better be really, really, really sure that's the one you want to choose. Because
then everything starts to become an argument. And not to bring other people up, but like we've spoken about King's mom. Mm-hmm. Hold on. Her and her husband, Wasi, are hilarious. They're hilarious. That we think that they should get a YouTube video. A YouTube channel, a YouTube channel. But, like, sometimes, most times, she'll pick an argument with him out of sheer comedy. Like, especially if they're in front of people, she'll just pick an argument with him or just get crazy. And they'll just go back and forth. He'll say something stupid. He don't be paying her much mind. But then sometimes he does, and a real argument ensues. Yeah. But sometimes she literally does have a valid point, obviously, And I think it's come to the point where Wasi is just like, tomato. What is it today? Same old. So, he, at some point he doesn't know when to take you serious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just feel like, everything's fun in games. Fun bring fought. But, everything is fun in games until when it's not a game anymore. And you have a valid point you're trying to make and you're frustrated as hell because this person's not taking you seriously. You have to then, realize that it is your fault that they are like that. Because I feel like when you are able to pick your battles, your significant other can see you go from 0 to 100, like, oh shit,
wait a
minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I done did something.
Oh yeah.
I got to figure this out quick.
Oh yeah.
Cause she's looking at me. She's about to pounce. So let me get my shit together. And that's how I would want it to be.
That is the way it should be. I feel like with me and James, like, we don't argue a lot. So if somebody does get angry, it's like, oh wait a minute, you're really angry.
Yeah.
Wow, wait a minute.
Oh, this is not the same.
This is not this is not like, James, could you move your shoes from the door? And that's it. Usually I'll say that and he's like, oh, sorry, my bad. Whatever, probably. He's probably thinking, whatever, nag. But who cares what like, that's like, move on, it's said and done. Right. But like, if I get mad, then he'll know, like, oh no, my bad, wait a minute. And one thing I will say that I'm very grateful for is James is very rational, and he's like me in the sense that we could tend to see, like, play devil's advocate pretty well. Like, I'm pretty good at looking at the lens from the other person's view, right? Like, I'll say, okay, he's upset. Why would this upset you? Let me try and understand maybe what you're thinking about or what you're feeling.
James does that.
No, me and James both do it, right? So I feel like he's really good at doing that, and me too. So that tends to help us avoid too much friction, honestly. Because I feel like if you didn't take me seriously, when I, like how you said with Brenda and Wasi, that would make me mad. Yeah. That would make me really mad.
That makes it more. That adds to
exactly. So in the times where it's like something simple that he knows, like, oh, I shouldn't just drop my bag. He knows, like, yeah, that's not right. So he'll just do it. He won't even say anything. So I appreciate that. And then on the flip, it's like I could do the same thing. We can go back and forth with that. I feel like that has saved us a lot of unnecessary argument. And if anything, it's helped with, like, being understanding. Because I feel like I said, I am very competitive. But I had to stop that and really be like,
and know when is the time to do that. Not even stop it.
Just know when to do that. Because sometimes it's not, okay, no, he's actually upset. Let me see why. Let me try and think, even before he could say it, like, where are you coming from with this? Like, what's going on?
I could see, like, for you guys trying to determine certain things, because y'all have to establish an understanding, especially because you guys are both sarcastic.
Yeah.
They are very fucking sarcastic. Very. Whereas for me, I know for a fact I'm not at all. And I don't know. I don't consider, maybe I am not. And I think he knows that about me. I can't say whether he is sarcastic. I think he's just he's chill.
I think Keem can have.
He can be a little
sarcastic. Because sometimes Keem will say stuff and I'm like, other people didn't get that, but I'll be laughing to myself.
Well, shit, whatever. He'll say some shit I just don't understand, or he'll just not do it at all.
Yeah, no, because I would say he doesn't do it like all the time like that. But
life does need a little sarcasm.
Yeah, he can.
But I know for a fact, like, Brittany and James will go tit for tat. Me and James even had to. That's how I know he's very rational. Because even me, you know me, I'm coming from, you have like two people. And you're like, one who is very important to you that does not fuck with sarcasm, and one that does. So when me and James came together, it was kind of like, okay, she really likes this one. So, let me
Yeah,
Let me see.
And that works for us because I'm just like that. Like, I'm thinking about it now. Like, people in my family are sarcastic. Mm-hmm. It's not, we're not being mean. It's just like, cracking jokes. It's just like, for us, that's fun. Me and fun. So we do it. And James is like that. I don't know where he really gets that from, but he's just like that.
Like that.
He's just like that. So we always, I feel like since we met, been sarcastic. And I remember like, first time like, he's sarcastic? Okay.
So you got excited.
Yeah, because I'm like, I think he just tried to crack a joke. I'm going to get him about 10 minutes and see how he take it. And then he took it, and I was like, I fucks with you.
So they was getting turned on and shit. Me, I had to, I had to readjust. Beep, 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 beep. Let me figure how I'm going to work this out, because you know what it is too? Being around Brittany's family, I've been around your family for a long time, and I know that it can be sarcastic, but I'm usually like the outside. Just they don't
watching
fuck with me.
Yeah, you're just observer, and they going non-stop.
She just over
like that, and you just looking. But I feel like one thing that it tells whether Dialissa is not fucking with it is your eyes. Dialissa will look at James like, I remember when you first met him, and you look at him like, nigga, what?
Oh, no, you done took it. Look, you getting crazy.
What? Like, eyes got wide, and he looked like, oh shit.
Yeah, who the fuck? What?
He looked like, never mind. She's not like Brittany with the sarcasm. She ain't with that.
I feel like that just happened.
Yeah, I feel like that works, for us. But I feel like we know there's a difference. And I feel like maybe this is like a thing with sarcastic people in general. You know the difference of somebody's pissed off or if they're just joking.
And even for me, it can't just put it all on James. Like Brittany, I remember me and you had a conversation that's more like, listen, there are going to be times because, he is sarcastic and I'm not, but we do have a friendship.
Yeah.
So I remember I had to, I would indulge in his sarcasm sometimes. Yeah. And then when it gets too far, I can't just be like, listen, okay, James, all right. But I can't be like, because I allow him to do it.
You'll be like, okay, you won. And then you'll be done.
Like, I know what to do now. Where, like, Brittany had to sit down and she had to, she's very, she should have been a fucking lawyer, honestly. But she put shit, I'm like, look at her fucking working her fucking wiles over there. And said, well, when I'm dealing with James, I just realized that I can't ask him to turn it on and off. And I was like, okay, she's asking me not to fucking have him turn it on and off. All right, I see what you're trying to do here. Okay? She's trying to, okay, so I'm going to try this shit, okay? But yes, no, I mean,
I feel like it's different for people who you know. Mm-hmm. Like, I feel like, you were talking about how when Adriana's boyfriend called you that time, and you didn't like that because you didn't know him. Mm-hmm. And Adriana was like trying to tell you, no, he's not. He was just joking. Whatever she was saying. I forgot.
There's a time and a place, people.
Y'all go listen to that episode. Interracial dating, Jungle Fever. Anyway, but she was saying like, no, he's not like that. But I feel like because you don't know him, y'all haven't established that relationship. Whereas with James, you know him for years now. Mm-hmm. You and him be talking on your own. Mm-hmm. So it's like it's a little bit different. And now you kind of like, okay, I know the difference, and he knows what's the limit.
We know
what's Dialissa's limit and vice versa.
Oh, I know his boundaries too. Trust me.
Yeah, like everybody.
Listen, we all have tested the boundaries.
Yeah, so I feel like okay, now y'all know who.
Okay. Oh no, we're not gonna test that water. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I feel like everybody is like okay.
No, absolutely.
But for me and him, I feel like. Maybe that's a thing too, actually. Maybe people be arguing when you don't really know the person yet.
Right. Or maybe there's cultural difference, I feel like too. Mm-hmm. Because whether to know somebody or not, that might vary. For me, it just is like I don't know anybody who comes off like that. I don't know you from Adam. But then there are some people like that's it,
Mm-hmm. That's true.
They grew up, and like you said, your family was like that. Mm-hmm. Or, I just didn't grow up with that.
Yeah. But I even like the fact that you didn't grow up like that, but with James, you seem to be okay.
Yeah, you gotta balance out.
Yeah, it's like because you know him. You know, I feel like people, if you with somebody and you don't really know them yet, maybe you will argue with them more, just trying to learn each other. Because that's a thing too. And I feel like maybe that's why me and James don't really argue a lot like that, because it's like, well, we already know each other. I already know, whatever. You know,
hell, even you're right.
It's like
Kim's like, I already know what.
I already know what
makes you tick.
Yeah, and you know what makes me ticked off. Like, to be honest here, you know what gets me ticked off. And even there be times where it's like, we could be out somewhere else and James will see that someone else is about to tick me off.
Oh man, we all know when Brittany about to get
and
ticked
that
off.
happened today when we was at the grocery store and I was looking like, and James is like, yo, you alright? Because I know you. Yeah, man. Because he's like, that's not your normal laugh. That's I'm trying to not curse someone out kind of laugh. And I was there. And I feel like once you know somebody, you know what gets them angry, and you know what to avoid. Mm-hmm. That's really important too. Because I feel like that's probably another reason why, I don't know, I really feel like we argue that much. Mm-mm. I feel like people have said that, like, oh, y'all don't even argue. We don't argue that much, like maybe stupid shit. Like,
right. And I feel like that's all relative because some people are more vocal. Like for me, I always have battled between whether is it right that I let Brittany in on every single thing. And Q knows that. And I've been feeling bad sometimes because I just feel like, oh, do you keep some things private? But I just feel like for my own sanity, I have not gotten to that point. I don't know if I'll ever get to that point. I don't know if it's a point for me or whether it's just a thing where I need an outlet. I need an escape somehow. You know, some things, hell, I don't even tell King. I would just not say it. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to say this to you. I'm going to say it out loud.
Yeah. You say that too. You like, I just got to say it to somebody.
God damn.
That's fine.
Don't judge you. And she does it. You know, obviously, that's why I say it.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I need to say this shit out loud. I don't know how people do it. You know, I'm more like, I can't internalize it. I don't even know if what you do is internalizing, but I know for me, if it was me, I'm going to be internalizing this shit. Yeah. And that is not healthy. Brittany is like that good angel. and that devil is there in live form. It's me. And I'll be ready to chop that man's dick off.
And I think it's different because I just tend to not get as upset over things.
And she's definitely
and I think that might be a little bit of your anxiety anyway.
Yeah, I have really bad anxiety.
And so for me, and my mother, to this day, her favorite thing to say is, who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Don't worry about it. So I kind of have that mentality with a lot of things anyway. So it's just like, who cares? But you aren't. Like, you're like, wait a minute. And then it starts brewing. And I be looking at you and I'm like, oh, man, it's festering. It's festering. This is like, oh man, it's like a snowflake turned into a snowball, turned into an avalanche. Man. If she don't let this out, ooh, buddy, Keem, just duck.
And see, that's for bigger issues. Because me, I all the time. Not gonna lie.
But I think that everybody's different. And I think if anything, you know, maybe it's frustrating to Keem. I don't know. But in general, I think people just learn who they're with, right? Mm-hmm. If he knows, like, okay, she can't internalize it. If she's gonna tell to somebody, at least it's not like gonna be on the gram, or she's not making this her Facebook status,
right? Or
you know, so
parents, families are not.
You know, like if you tell me, I don't tell anyone. Right. That's it. I don't even tell James because that's not his relationship anyway. Right. So it's not like, you know, it's like it's not even important. He would probably look at me like, why are you telling me this? Dialissa feels this about Keem. Who cares? That would, like, what do we have for dinner? Like, he wouldn't. That's not even something he's like into, like that type of gossipy stuff. So I don't tell anybody if you tell me. So I think maybe Keem could find like solace in that. You know, like, okay, well, if she gotta let it out because then who knows what it'll be. Mm-hmm. And it might not even affect anybody, but it might come out on you. Right. You turn around and you got, you know, a streak of gray hair or something crazy, like, because that happens to people if they don't let it out, if they're the type of person that has to let it out. Mm-hmm. So I think he probably,
especially because, boy, it's so much going on in life, and I feel like that's what people fail to realize. Like, you don't even have to necessarily have a legit issue with your significant or whoever you're arguing with. Mm-hmm. Sometimes people fail to realize, and I try to be empathetic in that manner of like, yo, they tripping. And I'll tell Kim, like, sometimes I'm like, you tired? You seem real tired. You could tell when Keem is tired.
Yeah.
He's starting to pick. I'm like, you're like a who cares type of individual. He's more like,
he is like that.
He just looking at me like, anyway, yeah, whatever she talking about. He's not even hearing me. He's not even responding.
No,
he's happy
wherever he's at. It should be so funny to watch sometimes because you be like, what is this going on over here? You want to take this and mail upstairs? And Keem be in their TV just looking at the TV.
He might trips at me once and
he'll look over there like her mouth is moving, whatever.
Yeah. So when he is legit like fighting back or he just tired. I'm like, oh man, you tired. Let me stroke your bald head, baby. You tired, ain't you? Come go lay down. Damn, you tired.
Head, dog,
Jesus. I just let him be.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's why it's important to know the person. Because imagine now if you just got with Keem and you're like, what the fuck is wrong with this dude?
No, for real. So, when we first went, I'm like, what the fuck? But now I know, like, that's not you. Like, even yesterday, I legit burst into tears. He came out in the house. And he, nobody's like, we'll fight, because Keem was like, what the hell? You just putting all kind of stuff on me, talking about I don't do this, I don't do that. Like, the whole argument yesterday was, what the hell? You're going out. This house isn't clean. What's your priority? You told me to come back and clean this house. And it's just like, he said, I was going to clean it. I didn't ask you to clean it. I'm going to clean it. But what I needed for you, I can't move in this house like this. Yeah. So maybe you thought doing it on your own time. But what you failed to realize, you have to take into consideration the people who are in this house.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we both have a valid point. I can just tell him when to freaking do it, obviously. Yeah. But I just feel like you need to take into consideration that how I'm supposed to move in here,
Right.
It would be dumb for me not to clean up.
Right.
At the point it's there, why not do it? I just think I just got overwhelmed.
Never had to share his room or anything like that? Mm-mm. Yeah.
I think there's a very important life lessons that could help individuals with certain conflicts. Honestly, and you bring up a great point. Like, we have to remember when, with your partner or whoever you're dealing with, like, look at their circumstance. Mm-hmm. Are they the youngest sibling?
Have they came from kind of thing?
Yeah, are they older sibling? Do they have siblings at all? Did they have to share growing up? Mm-hmm. Did their mom take care of everything for them? What was their upbringing? Mm-hmm. Did they grow up and they were a latchkey kid and had to do? Mm-hmm. These experiences are very imperative to the development of the individual, and you have to really think sometimes. Like sometimes it's not even a personal thing. This is the life they've lived, Yeah. And sometimes it's I always wonder, like, damn, can you be rewired?
Yeah.
Yeah. Teach an old dog new tricks?
I think, I don't know. Maybe it depends on how old the dog is.
How stubborn the dog is, too.
That too, because sometimes it's a personality trait, too. You're just stubborn and it don't matter.
Right.
Because, I didn't have siblings, but I knew that I was like, my mom would call it OCD. I don't think it's OCD.
It is OCD. It's OCD. Let go and let God. And what is it? The first rule is to admit or some shit.
How you have a problem?
Yeah, you have OCD.
I got
you have OCD.
Slight.
She has OCD, everybody. I'm letting you know.
I like things neat. I like them a certain way.
OCD.
Anyway, so that being said, I know, and maybe it's just like, I'm observant, so I've noticed other people aren't like that. Why am I like that? You know what? That's nobody else's problem. I'll do it my own way if I like that particular thing. It didn't
help that when we lived together, I legit was like you. She was worse always. She's always been worse. And like that made me happy. So I swear, I think I have it too. But my stepfather is my father. Let me say my father. My daddy, he has OCD. I don't care what anybody says. That man has OC motherfucking D.
He does have OCD.
He has it.
I'm not even that bad.
No.
He's serious.
He has overly active OCD. You ain't never seen a man who's got a bottle of water on the passenger side seat. Passenger side seat. Bottle of alcohol, paper towel.
He's just ready for any mess.
Stop at the lights. And if he sees any dust on the dash, he's wiping it as he's driving. Like, that man is OCD. It's a real problem. 1-800-OCD, friends, if you have any help.
Yeah, I don't know. And then I had roommates in college. I I lived in a triple, so I had 2 roommates in college, and neither one of them were like me at all.
How'd that work?
Not at all. I probably got even more experience, or maybe like my first, because I feel like my parents, they weren't even as OCD as I am, but I feel like I got more experience in just knowing like everybody can't be like you. And there were certain things that was like, yo, what are we doing with that though? Like that is not gonna work for me. So I'm gonna need you please just to stop. Like I remember my one roommate, she would have her laundry basket in the middle of the room, and I was like, girl, you're killing me with this laundry basket. And then it became a joke, because then she was like, if you don't come out with us, I'm gonna resurrect the laundry basket. I'm like, all right, let's go, where we going tonight? Because I was like, just put it in the closet. Like, why you gotta leave it in the middle of the floor? Girl, it's too much. But that was like, okay, I gotta let this out. I gotta say something.
And she learned that you can't just do whatever.
Yeah, and it probably was for her, like, oh, you know what? I got roommates. I can't do this. And I gotta, respect other people's limits. Mm-hmm. And that was a limit
that are
for
reasonable.
Me. Yeah, because it wasn't like I would be on all the time telling them to do clean this and clean that. No, listen, that's fine. I'm like that. I'll do it. Or at least I'll do it on my side of the room. But I feel like then I kind of had that experience, and then I lived with Krista in college after that, and that was another like, okay, sharing of space. You gotta be considerate. You gotta be considerate of other people's stuff, and then their time too, because it's like, yo, if I see Krista cleaning the whole room, yo, how fucked up would it be if I then come tomorrow and make a disaster? Like, I know she spent an hour cleaning this room or whatever she did. Let me not do that. If she just vacuumed the room,
just because.
Let me not eat chips and like a pig and they flying all over the place. That's nasty.
Or hell, if you're gonna do it, you better clean that shit up.
Right now, listen. If I did do it, I'm a quick fat Christine here. Let me quick zip, because I know she just vacuumed. Like just little things. I feel like I got to learn from that. Being an only child, I didn't have to share my personal space, but I did learn it, and I was observant. Plus, I had a lot of cousins. And I would see the things that would lead to fights between those siblings. And I was like, oh, wow. Man, imagine if you just, like, picked up your shirt. That probably...
Shit wouldn't get so real.
Like, there was like, fisticuffs. Like, you didn't have to come to this. You want me to pick up that shirt? I'm just here visiting, but I could get that.
Principle.
Yo, and then they would get on that. And I'm like, all right, well... Okay, y'all go ahead and duke it out.
It's gonna be another time the fucking shirt is on the floor. Yeah. It's some drawers next time. Shit.
Or like something stupid. And I'm just like, I saw that. So I kind of learned like, you can't be like that. And I feel like it did teach me like, yo, you gotta learn to look at other people's point of view.
Just the end all be all, honestly. You gotta be sympathetic, empathetic
Yeah.
to, people's their needs, their feelings, because you want them to do the same for you. You have certain hard lines.
Yeah.
Okay, so if it's not something that's overly overbearing or why not make peace? Come to a compromise.
And even like, I feel like sometimes maybe it's not necessarily how the person always is or how they were brought up, but sometimes people are going through a particular thing in a particular moment. Like you said, okay, this very moment, Keem is tired. So he's maybe feeling like a baby who needs to go lay down, fine. But in this very moment, he's not always like that. Yeah. Because when you tell me that, I'm like, really, Keem? But I can understand, because when you're tired, it's like when you're hangry, you just be different. It's like, okay, that makes sense. So sometimes people be going through stuff. Because I know even like when we were living together with Krista, you were going through stuff, and then Krista may be going through something, and then we're like, yo, what's going on with her? Or even me. I'm sure you and her had moments to be like, yo, what's wrong with that bitch?
You know what? I had to learn about Brittany's hangry.
Oh, I remember. I'm hungry right now. I don't even speak.
I've seen how you do James hangry, and it's even different from how she does me hangry. She will get in that ass with James.
But because I know your threshold.
For me, Brittany's like, I just look at her. What's wrong with you? I might even say it loud or say let me go back over there.
And you do be like, okay, we're getting food. And I start to be like, teachers coming out of her now. She talks to me like I'm their child.
Yeah, I've had to beat that.
You be okay, friends.
Or even like if you're like, even if Brittany does this, maybe not even tired, but it kind of wants alone time. Like, cause I get like that. I be wanting my alone. Okay, let me go sit my ass in my room. She needs a little bit of moment. She's tired. She's exhausted. Feel like, cause everybody needs the
when I'm
moment.
Hungry, I remember in DC, I would stop talking.
Yo,
you would be like, what the hell is wrong with you? And I just couldn't open my mouth unless food was going to be in there.
It's such an uncomfortable space. You got to get this bitch some food fast.
I start to shut down. Everything starts shutting down.
Eyebrows start to raise up.
I just oh my God, I can't think. I need food. All I could think about is food.
She just starts grunting. No more words.
No, I can't. I really can't. Now when it's James, I'm like, what are we doing about food? I need food.
Yo, she would get a whole attitude with this man.
What are we doing? I need food, please.
I think I remember one time he was getting sarcastic at the same damn time.
And I was right.
Like in front of people. And then he was hungry. I said, ooh, I never seen this side. Oh, shit, nigga. Back. I think I even told him, I said, you better watch out. You are tripping.
Listen here. Everybody.
You are tripping.
Listen. Or sometimes it be something bigger. They're hungry or tired. Sometimes people just experience something like I don't know, maybe it's a breakup or death in the family.
Yeah, that's a big one.
And that I know has been a thing before all three of us living together. It's bound to be somebody that'd be dead and be, somebody's grieving something. So it's just like, yo, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything to you about anything. It's not even important. Dishes or
no need to be so.
Or you left your jacket. Who cares? Because really, insert important person in your life is gone. So you deal with that, and that's it. I feel like.
Let me help you.
Yeah, matter of fact, that's the good one. Yeah, I got you. Because I don't remember what was going on with you. I just remember I came home and you was on your hands and knees cleaning the floor.
Yeah, that's my thing.
And I was like, oh God, this is cleaning. That's never good. Something happened.
Never.
That something happened.
You can't tell that in my house now.
Okay, Dialissa.
But yeah, that's my thing when I'm usually, feeling a little uptight.
And I said, okay, I went in my room, changed my clothes, and I just started cleaning with you. I was thinking to myself, yo, it's fucking
and she was
late.
like, what else do you need?
It's so late and I'm tired. Why is she cleaning? But I'm going to clean with her because that's how she's coping.
My thing.
And I just want to be there for you. That's all I could do. I can't fix it.
It would make me feel better too, though, to clean.
Really?
It really did.
You would feel good cleaning?
I would feel. It was like a release.
Yeah. Everybody got their thing. So I knew that about you. And I was like, shit, this is cleaning.
Oh, yeah.
God damn it. And sometimes you would be like, oh, no, I'm fine. It's fine. It's okay. I'm over it. And then I would come home and you'd be cleaning. And I'm like, oh, this bitch really waited 2 days to start acting crazy. Now I gotta clean. Damn. Okay. Well, let me get my sweatpants on. Well, my booty shorts will be about to be on the floor.
I used to be feeling bad because I'm like, I really didn't even want her. I didn't need her to do that.
No, but I just feel like I don't want you just in here cleaning. Because I know for you, it's not just cleaning.
Right.
It's grieving. And I don't want you just doing that, going through whatever
it is, right? Listen, sometimes you feel like whoever you're okay, we'll talk about us at that time, but like your roommate was even heartbroken. They went up. You might have been, why she so damn upset about that fucking nigga? Who give a hell about him anyway? He was but you can't tell
that
them
nigga
that
anyway.
Good riddance. But you can't say that to them. It's not about that.
No, she brokenhearted.
Yeah, so you just
All right then. What are we doing?
We going to thotting and bopping?
No, thotting and bopping. Here we go.
Okay, let me put on these fucking heels. They hurt like hell. And we gotta walk, and we gotta wait in line.
Yeah, I'm out here being a wing woman.
Oh.
And I'm like, yo, James, I'm being a wing woman tonight.
Wing woman.
I gotta do it. You're like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay, slap that freaking dress on.
There we go. I'm out here.
Well, I'm gonna be freaking it too.
Well, I can't help myself with the dance. I got the dance. You put on music, what you expect. That's that.
Oh,
but I would listen. This is
gotta
what
do
we
what
doing.
You gotta do.
This is what we're doing, so we're doing that. But you definitely, I feel like it's so many different things you gotta think about. Whoever it is, but especially with your significant other, like what they may be going through. Like
what's important. I mean, at the end of the day, your relationship is important.
Right.
You love this person.
You gotta be considerate. You gotta be empathetic. And I think it really has helped us, me and James, for like trying to see the other person's point of view, because sometimes I be thinking like, yo, how do you not see that error in your ways?
Right.
But you know what?
Hey, you know, we all...
Let me not be like that.
What is it? What is it? Vision is 20... What is the saying, damn it?
Oh, retrospect is 2020?
Yeah, something like that. So, you know.
Yeah. You just
There it goes.
gotta get it together.
But,
Yeah.
But, yeah. I also think that it is good, it's healthy to have these disagreements, these arguments. Because honestly, you gotta think of everything as a positive. I've been trying to do that as of late, and I feel like as I've gotten older, it's become a lot easier to not be so self-centered and to think everything is about, we just can't help it. They say children do that, you know, where everything is about them. But I feel like we go into that well into adulthood.
I think it's just human nature.
You know, it's human nature
honestly.
to be very self-centered at times and not even know it. But I just think that, you know, as I've gotten older, it's become much, much easier to see things in the, you know, positive light. And now when I think of certain arguments with the more important people in my life, especially like with Keem, it just makes me feel like, oh shit, we got through that? Oh man.
Right.
I see a real good future ahead of us, damn it. Look at us.
Right.
Okay. We out here doing this shit for real, okay?
No, that is true. And I feel like when people, one thing, I mean, when you be sharing things on the podcast, but even just like more personal things with me and you be talking, I have like, you know what? I'm even going to try and be more patient. Like Dialissa. Dialissa is very patient.
Except for on the road.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden, it's like no holds barred. The light turned,
fucking people.
The light turned green. And it move it, people. Like, dang, the light they just lifting their foot off the brake to the gas pedal. What are we doing, dude?
I don't know those people to be compassionate with them. Bunch of buffoons out there on this road in Atlanta.
Jesus.
Whatever. I said it. And you know what's so funny is it's like weird because I don't know about you, but I don't feel like we've never had an argument. For sure. And I can't even for quite sure say we've had a disagreement. I just think we have no excuse. We kind of already know each other's way, and we'll shift like okay.
Yeah, that turns it goes back to that whole idea of knowing the person. Once you know the person,
we don't argue. We've never.
It's not a big deal,
and it's not a bad thing to argue. Like I said, we just never have done that.
No, and I'm
thank God for my lovely Krista.
I think it is like I'm one to just watch and observe, so I'm like, oh, she don't like that.
Oh yeah, and Brittany, I know who and Brittany is like when she's like, let me babyfy her real quick.
Yo,
she be extra nice, and I be feeling bad. And then at that point, I'm like, now I look like the fucking asshole. So let me make nice. Okay, time to make nice. Act like, girl, you crazy. What's wrong with you? Everything is good. You need to leave me alone.
Oh man.
Brittany will start doing nice. Oh girl, this is pretty. That's nice. She done seen that shit 100 times. But she gonna say it today.
Cause sometimes it's like, oh, she just needs a moment.
I'm gonna furry my brows and get on. I'll be like that, bitch, what? And she make you feel like a real idiot. I said, you know what? Let me get myself together. She ain't about to make me look like a damn fool today. No.
Did you ever talk to your mother about like being, you know, living with Keem and like being in this relationship? Did you ever talk to her about that?
Oh, absolutely.
Did she like give you advice?
Oh, absolutely. Because I just feel like, regardless of, like we've spoken on this podcast, whether you're married or not, I just feel like, I think, I'm not trying to downplay marriage. I think it's a very sacred thing. And I think it's a great thing. Not saying that, but I'm just saying, when you live with somebody, period, that's just, it is what it is. Regardless of whether you're married or not. And I just feel like I go to my mother because she is obviously married and living with her husband. And I feel like she can give me a lot of insight on that. I know my mother, I know my parents, so I know they've dealt with similar things. I feel like you and I know for myself, you've even said that we kind of like act like the mini Junior and Dorothy. So, of course, with that being said, of course I talk to my mom. Like, am I crazy? I need a grown woman to tell me. Because, man,
I need a seasoned vet.
Please help me.
Teach me some things. No, I definitely think that's important. You got to take heed for people who...
Sick of you.
who, like, giving you advice. Because I remember my dad was like that. Like, when we got engaged, and he would be in D.C., so we'd be in the room, we'd be talking all the time after I come from work late, like 2 o'clock in the morning, and he'd still be awake. So we would be talking, and he would just like, just dropping so much knowledge on just being married, living together, combining money.
Oh my God.
Everything. If kids, because he was just knew he was in grandkids, and like everything, he would just be like. Me and him would be talking for hours, like, and he would be there every 2 weeks. So it was like really good, like, and apparently I didn't know this, but James told me, like, him and my dad also had those kind of like conversations where he would like, listen, I know my daughter. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a little heads up here, or do things this way, or she just like her mother. So let me tell you how I handle her mother. Like they had like lots of those kind of conversations and things like that. And I feel like that is really important. You gotta like take heed sometimes. Maybe not everybody. You know, you gotta know who to listen to, or at least what to listen to. From certain people, because some people is just like, you don't want to be listening to your friend who
doesn't have any experience.
She don't got no experience, or her and her man just broke up, and maybe she's feeling extra bitter, so she's like, oh, he said what? That nigga said what? Girl, leave that fool. He don't love you. Okay, listen, all he did was leave his coat out. Like, I don't think I want to leave him. But girl, thank you for cheering me on. I know that you love me. And that's important too, in another way, I guess. But you know, like, you gotta know who to listen to and when to listen to that person.
Because like you said, you don't want to listen to that friend, but then you might have some friends who are legit logical. Like, right. You just know them to be very wise, you know? And they don't play sides. You know, use... Yeah. Come on, you know what to do.
And I feel like that's why I asked you like about your mom, because I feel like the older people, they know, especially like your parents been married for how long?
30 years.
That's crazy. My parents were married for 30. They were together for 45. So people like that, I feel like, listen, take heed.
Damn.
Take heed.
Can you imagine you wake up with somebody that long?
Listen,
every day.
My parents was living together. My father was 16. My mother was no. He was 17, and he started coming around a lot. My mom said the next thing I knew, he never left. Then we were married and had you, and that was just the trajectory of our life. So they would listen together for like forever, basically. Right. So I feel like you gotta like. And not even just living together, but like being in a relationship together. You know, because I was living with you and Krista, and it's not the same as me living with James. You know, and so I think that is important. You gotta listen. Take heed, people.
Yes,
because them old people, they're not old people.
Those experienced, those seasoned vets.
Them seasoned vets, they know what they talking about because they seen it.
They've done this.
Lived it multiple times.
Been did that.
Yes. Jesus.
Been there.
My father was like, yo, do these, like, just talking about it. I was like, yo, I didn't even know these things were happening. Like, what?
That's so good. That's like a freaking cheat code. I wish somebody would give King like freaking cheat code. Can you be that person? Damn.
And my mother too. Even now, like, I talk to my mother, she'd be like, and my mother she'll ask me, like, how are things with you and James? And then that'll, lead to a conversation of some sort. And my mother is good at, like, all right, let me tell you 2 ways to do this. My way, and then the way you should really do it. Because my mother is the queen of popping off and then saying, who cares? Like, wait, what? How you got so emotional, but then blink your eyes and who cares?
Yep.
And then she has a whole other side that's very, very rational, and you should probably do it this way because this is the best way in, given the circumstances.
Shout out to Mama.
Oh, I love that lady. Yeah, she wild. But yeah, I think that's important too. you gotta listen and take advice.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was one thing that I felt like when we got married, like all these people, you know, I'm looking at the church and I'm like, oh, all these people are now invested in our marriage. They took time out of their day to come here. And some of those people, most of those people actually still talk and ask me about my marriage. So it's like, you know what? Maybe you just asking, I don't know, but I feel like you care. Like my mother, you asking me like, so how are things with you guys? You know, that is like, oh wow, she wants to know, she actually cares. My aunts and uncles, they'll be asking me stuff like that. You know, like even my cousins when we was in New York, like, oh, how things go? How's he treating you? And he's right there. But if I would have said the wrong thing, they might have jumped that fool. I mean, hey. But and you know, it's like those little things like, okay, wow, they really care. So I feel like when we got married, I felt like that. I felt like, okay, all right, we really got to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
no, for real.
People are invested.
Listen, even the people who aren't asking anything, because like you might be in front of people.
Yeah, definitely.
You watch people's interactions.
Those people too, yeah. Because if the second I put a crazy Facebook status, divorced, all of those same people are gonna be like, "Yo, what happened?"
Right.
And I may not have talked to them in a year or two, even, but they will still be invested. Like, you know, even like my college roommates that I live with, the two of them be like, "Oh my God, how are you and James doing?" And like randomly we were talking, and they asked me about him, and it's like, "Oh wow, look at that." Mm-hmm. That was years ago that y'all was at my wedding. Right. At least I haven't seen them since then. Right. We've talked on social media here and there, but even then, it's like people, like you say, you don't necessarily have to see them. People be invested, and I feel like
hell, like even for me, I'm here a lot of days. I would say. Like even sometimes we just be in a common space, and I'm just watching the interaction. You know? Oh yeah. So sometimes I'll say, y'all act like, you know, everything's swanky doodle over here, like, you know? But I'm watching.
Yeah. And I feel like that's important too, because I've definitely, with family and friends, have watched, and I'm like, this is not good.
Man. Woo.
This is not good. Oh, no.
I could already see the trajectory of this.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't see this working out.
You just have to let her, listen, you can't tell people what to do, so you just kind of ride it out and just there to catch them.
Yeah, I'm bracing myself for your fall, man. And I don't want to be mean.
Right. It's not
and
about
I really
mean.
hope that I don't have to catch you and that it like completely does a 180 and everything is better. But sometimes you could just see just too much
going on,
baggage, and people saying like, damn, man, I hope this work out. Like, I'm rooting for y'all. Please. Right. Please.
It's like that Tyra meme. What was it? And she was screaming at the girl. We were all rooting for you.
Oh yeah. She got mad at her too. Like, not mad, but very emotional.
Passionate about it.
Yeah. I was like, dang. I feel her though, because you be feeling like that with people. And I can say that about a lot of like just different relationships I've seen. I'm like, dang, man, I was rooting for you.
Oh man. To this day, Brittany knows about a particular relationship. I'm like, oh, God damn it. Why she couldn't hold on to that person?
Oh, Lord.
Shout out to my friend out there. Jesus.
Lord.
I'm still wishing. Brittany, anyway, I can only speak for myself.
Yeah, but I feel like, yo.
Everything happens for a reason. We'll say that.
It does.
Yeah, so.
But yeah, that is important, though. People be rooting for you. People be invested. Because I know I'll be like that even like with my friends. I'll be like, how are you guys? How is your husband or your fiance, your boyfriend, whatever? Whoever this person is that you're in a relationship with, how are y'all doing?
Mm-hmm. And you know what I've realized? Like, it's like, honestly, these last few, just recently, I can't even say the time, but I know I've had like a lot going on, right? And that's another thing you have to realize. This is not really anything about a disagreement or whatever, but just like the importance of what goes into a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Whoever it is. And like, even for me, I always I have high anxiety, like Brittany says. I always have something going on. I even feel like some things I just like, calm down. But it's a big deal to me. And like right now, I'm freaking playing the game in finance as far as credit cards. And I feel like I call you every minute talking about a fucking credit card or talking about all these jobs I got or talking about Key. And I'm like, damn, when I get on the phone sometimes or whatever, bitch, I hope you let that girl talk about something today. Like, you can't be that friend. You can't be that friend that just call and be like, girl, how are you? But anyway, you know, like, that's annoying, you know? So, like, sometimes, even though maybe you've probably felt like that, I do get off the phone and be like, you are a fucking awful friend. You need to stop that.
Nah, I don't be feeling like that. I don't be feeling like that. But no, that is important too. You just gotta be in tune.
And be fair.
Yeah.
Be fair about everything. Because that can cause an argument too. She might get a phone. Bitch, you don't never let me fucking say what I got to say. I got things going on over here too. And people will click on your ass and not answer you no more, and it'll be done. Like, no, that happens. Fuck you. You too draining.
That's true.
And
that's one of those times where you really need to sit back and think, okay.
Evaluate. Don't wait.
Was I fucked up in that? Yeah.
I don't want to be that friend.
You gotta do that sometimes. Yeah.
I don't want to be that friend.
I feel like relationships in general, then like we started talking out with just significant others, but for real though, relationships in general, man, they're a lot of work.
They're a lot of work. It take a lot of time, energy, love, passion.
Consideration. Selflessness.
Oh my God.
It's so important. Empathy, yeah. And you gotta play the other. You gotta really put yourself in that other person's shoes sometimes. Because I know that I've had to do that before.
Plenty of times. You have to.
Even with James, with you, Carissa, my mother.
Yeah, my parents.
Everybody.
My siblings.
Anybody I could think of. I could list it on, oh my gosh. And those type of relationships are very easy to just be like, fuck that person. Yeah. Like, yo, I'm out of here. I don't got to take this.
But that's not right. That's
it's not right. Because then sometimes you got to think, okay.
I'm with this person more than my own family, too.
Yeah, I spent 8 hours out of my day minimum with you.
We need to get along.
Yeah. So. And then, listen, sometimes you can't.
Right.
And that's fine. Just like in a relationship.
You gotta be able to coexist.
Yeah, even if you dating somebody, if it just ain't gonna work out, it just ain't gonna work out. Okay, fine. Right. But I feel like when it is those type of relationships, and you got to at least, like how you be telling Ken, all right, let's agree to disagree, but we can still respect each other and just like be colleagues. In that sense, and that's okay too, because we all getting paid to be here anyway. I
always tell my coworkers that, listen, we don't need to be friends.
No,
we will respect each other though, and that's that. Like I remember there was a joke. One of my coworkers came in. She was the front desk and whatever, the secretary, I guess. And my co-teacher came in. They talk whatever, and my co-teacher made a joke and was like, such and such said, in front of her, she came in the room, the secretary was in the room, she was like, yeah, girl, such and such said, she don't care about none of y'all bitches in here, or something like that. And all I said was, neither do I. I'm not pressed about that. I don't really care. And like, I guess, my co-teacher was playing, but she took it to heart, like as if I took it to heart. I was like, I didn't take it to heart. How could you think I took it to heart? I said, I don't care either. I don't care. Not really.
She probably thought you was like, well, I don't care either. She probably thought it was like one of those.
I didn't shout or anything. I don't know. But, some people, they can't take a joke, I guess, or whatever the case. But either way, listen, I was serious. Not that I don't care, but it's like, who cares?
Yeah.
Who cares about that?
It's not a big deal.
I'm not worried about that. I'm here to work and do my job.
Yeah.
And that's it.
It's a different relationship.
Yeah. And that's okay.
And that's the thing, too, is like, yo, don't be wasting your energy on those type of relationships. Those small, insignificant ones. Mm-mm. It's like how you said, there's certain important people in your life. Those are the ones you want to put your energy into. Because, come on. You're having an argument with a dude who you don't even care about.
Okay.
Why are you bothering? You already told your friend yesterday you gonna break up with him tomorrow, but then tomorrow comes and then he try to say something slick to you. And you're like, oh no, he don't. Me first or something. Like, stop. Just stop. Just take it as a thank you. Oh, good riddance.
Good riddance. This is an excuse. Bye.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh, great, perfect. This will be the reason. Yeah. We're gonna go with that. Like, come on.
Exactly.
No. You gotta, just like you gotta choose your battles with the significant other, choose your battles with people. Because everybody ain't even worth your time or your energy.
Oh my God. But that's for another podcast.
Yeah, we gotta do one on that.
Yeah, energy.
Yeah, and you're covering it over. Be careful now.
Some ways, some strategies. Because Lord knows we need it. But anyway, sisters.
Listen, Love each other. Be nice and kind.
Mm-hmm. Empathetic.
And let us know how y'all feel about, arguing with your loved ones or your romantic, relationships that y'all in. How y'all handle those type of things. Like maybe it don't have to be a huge blowout argument. You could, or how you even handle the little one. I think we would like to hear from you guys.
Yes, we will.
And then I wanted to do a little shout out for some people who are following us.
All right, shout out.
So we have a couple of followers on our SoundCloud. And we just want to thank y'all for listening and following us. We love y'all. Deanna Taylor.
Thank you, sister.
Alicia Lippincott.
Thank you, sister.
I hope I didn't ruin that. I'm sorry, sis. April Brandt.
We see you, sister.
Carla Wells, girl. Hey, girl, hey.
Hey, girl, hey, sister.
And Isabel Cantrell.
All right, sister.
All right, listen, especially y'all, y'all can let us know if y'all want us to talk about something or you got questions for us.
Yes, please.
And everybody, of course, but especially our followers. We love y'all. We're gonna shout out some more people in some other episodes, but I just was thinking about y'all.
Oh, yes.
And we hope y'all having a good time listening to us.
Yes.
We love all y'all.
Hopefully we're keeping you entertained.
Yes.
Until next time, sisters. Dialissa out.
Brittany out.